Let's move on to some specific tactics. We'll start with writing effective copy for social media. Here are a few practical tips. Now, in your case, it's all about getting people to watch your content. But without words, your content isn't very discoverable. Great descriptions, great headlines, and keywords are pretty important if you want to drive eyeballs. So, when you write for social media, keep some of these things in mind. First up, people scan. They don't read word for word. So having keywords or occasionally bolding items or formatting the text makes it easier for them to find things. The use of headings, subheadings, and bullets. Always put the most important information up front. Unlike a video which can have a dramatic finish, you have to apply more of the inverted pyramid model of traditional journalism where you lead with the most important information right away. Always use headlines and subheads. The use of headings and subheadings is useful as people scan through the page. This way, as they see something that catches their eye like a picture or a subheading, it'll pull them into the content which might not be at the beginning of the article or of the post. Also, bullets and boldface help break information down so it stands out. Always use boldface for important terms or keywords that you want people to latch onto. And, where possible, add in links to pull them into the next piece of content. Cross-linking your content is important, and that can be done at the end of a video by adding things to the end screen, like the next video you want them to watch, or in the article or description. Images are also great because as people are scanning, particularly on a phone, it's what's going to cause them to click or pause. Also remember that size matters. Everything needs to be shorter. Books have become ebooks. Websites have been simplified into blogs. Blogs are individual posts. And think about mobile. You also want to respect people's time. People are consuming content on a small screen, so if it takes them 30 swipes of the thumb to read your article, that's about 28 swipes too many. You want to get shorter and more concise in your writing. It's also a good idea to think about the message that you're sending and how people are going to react to it. Always try to add value to your audience's lives. Make sure that the content is engaging and interesting. Don't always be selling. Constantly pushing or coming off as selling is going to drive people away. Try where possible to focus on others and draw attention to other good things that are happening. Remember, social media works when it pulls people in, not when it pushes them to do things. You're trying to create content, not ads. Content is effective. Advertising these days is not. I see this time and time again as somebody who regularly publishes content to the internet. When we put out articles and stories and behind-the-scenes looks at things, people engage. When we post ads, they ignore it. It's important that you share and let people come in and join the story. Don't just keep selling them or pushing out advertisements. It no longer works. Additionally, tools like Grammarly or others can evaluate your writing, and you could set objectives. Are you trying to persuade, be friendly? What's the tone of the target audience? And it will give you a score and suggestions on how to improve your writing. This is tremendously useful and something I suggest looking into. When it comes to posting, you also want to develop some good habits. Post updates every time you add a new article to your blog on your website. Try to post quick tips related to your industry, whether they're things that you've created or useful tidbits that you want to share. Consider asking provocative or open-ended questions that invite people to participate, or run a survey or a poll. People love to vote and see what's on other people's minds. When something good happens, talk about it. Share the good news and accomplishments. Show a little bit of pride. It's okay to share good news and congratulate the team, and to thank all of those who worked on the project. That doesn't come off as bragging. And where possible, engage others and comment. When people respond to you, this is the opportunity. Using social media as an opportunity to engage the people that reach out is where the opportunities come from. When people comment or post, they are the small minority. So you responding with them is the right thing. Try to engage them. Even if they're unhappy, engage them and move them towards happy. But chances are, if they are commenting or engaging, it's because they're interested, particularly on a lot of platforms that are built around friendships or business connections. Always take the time to check your responses and reply back quickly. The comments and replies and mentions that you get are critically important that you actively respond to each and every one in a timely basis.